Yeah, thanks. Okay, so what we are going to discuss here is today is basically how to run your Python MapReduce job on uh, um, on Hadoop cluster using a library called Hadoop Streaming. Okay, so that's what we are going to discuss. So you have Node Manager and a Data Node. Okay, so this is like simple three-node Hadoop cluster. You can think of as three-node Hadoop cluster. So we have node 1 here and node 2 and node 3 here. Right? So so as we know, like the Hadoop framework is developed using Java. So we have to write a MapReduce program in Java. That's what we discussed in the last class and previous class. We wrote a MapReduce program using Java programming language, and we ran using a job client, Yarn job client. Now, because we written now the job and the same MapReduce program in Python. Okay, MapReduce program in Python. So we written a mapper.py and a reducer.py. Okay, so this program is there. So if you look at the mapper.py, so both the reducer and mapper, the key values pair will be coming into your STD standard input. Okay, so it's coming as it will come in the standard input as a console kind of input. So you need to use this standard input. So you need to use a system package and read the standard input. Okay, if you when you in the case of uh, Java, so you get as a key value pairs as a the Java objects, right? Now in this Python, we will get as a string. So for mapper, you get an entire line, and you have to split based on the delimiter of your line, right? So okay, we will do for this is for we discuss for other use case. We will just change this. So we'll run with the word count example. So basically, we are taking we'll do the line split by space separator, uh, and then we iterate each word and set a counter. Okay, and we send our key value per as a tab separator. Okay, in case of here. So that's what you do in mapper. The reducer, you get when before it, the key value pairs coming to reducer, I said the framework will sort your key value pairs and it will give it to you, and then you have to build your own logic to find out the aggregate logic, like take each word. So basically all the words will be coming as a one key value pair to this. So you have it in a variable and compare the previous word and the current word are same. If it is same increment, whenever the new word changes, you actually write it into the console, which will go on the right into the HDFS. So that's the logic we discuss. So probably if you want, you can go through the previous video which I discussed the entire flow. So we have this mapper and reducer program. Now we need to run this program. So since this is being a Python program, the framework which you are going to run is a Java. So we needed something kind of interface which will take our program and convert it into kind of class file which can the Java JVM can understand. So for that reason, we are using a Hadoop streaming library. Okay, so what it is going to do? So it is going to convert your Python program into Java class file and then give it to the resource manager. That's what this is going to do. Okay, so what are the parameters we need to pass? Okay, so first we need to pass. You need to before we come to map, sorry, input and output. We need to pass hyphen mapper. Okay, and then you have to provide that your the mapper Python file. Okay, the mapper.py, and also you need to specify the using the file property. You have to specify the full path of your the Python file where it is located. Similarly, you have to provide for reducer also. A reducer file where you say reducer.py using the file property and provide the file path of reducer. And then you have to provide input directory, which is the SDFS directory, and output directory of your SDFS directory. And if number of reduced tasks you can provide, if not, it will take one. There are other properties as well. So these are the very important properties on which you supplied the instruction to the Hadoop streaming. So there is a Hadoop streaming library in your Spark installation. I will tell you where it is located. So using this library only, we are submitting our Python MapReduce job. Do you have any question in this? So basically, this is the command I'm going to run.
Python code in Java file or complete into Java code?
Sorry, your voice got broke. Can you repeat? I didn't. No, I'm not able to hear you properly. Can you repeat, Veera? Can you repeat?
Will it convert Python code into code or into some jar files?
No, it is actually directly it converts yes, the class files directly. It will convert as a class file and it submit to the JVM. Yeah. So this is the Hadoop streaming library which is available in this location. So if you meanwhile I just so if we say ls and so root here, so inside your Hadoop installation directory, you have a share directory. Inside share, you have a Hadoop and another subdirectory called tools, and then one more subdirectory lib. Under that, you have some jars, right? So here you can find Hadoop streaming jar. So this is the jar on which you need to supply. Okay, so if you actually want to work with uh, other third-party components, some of the jars are here. So if you want to work with Azure, there are some SDK files are available. to work with Kafka, some SDK files are available. There are other things. So, and even for AWS, we have some. If you want to read from S3, then you can actually refer these jars. We can make use of these jars. Okay, for now, our agenda is to run our Python program using a Hadoop streaming. So take this jar file. Okay, so you need to provide um, so yarn and a jar. Now we are providing this jar file, and then I told you we need to supply the mapper program, which is a mapper.py, and using a hyphen file property, you specify the file path of your mapper. Similarly, there is a reducer property. You provide the reducer program name, and also using the file property, the entire reducer program, reducer.py file path. And what is the input path, where we have this sample .txt, which we ran yesterday for word count. And also we have to provide the using the hyphen output property, you have to provide the output path of your HDFS. So let's run March. Job history. Let me check this directories where I will delete if it's existing. Unless I will remove this. Okay, so all the processes are running. Now let's go and okay, let's go and run this. So it is going to submit a job in the yarn. So you can open your yarn dashboard. I go to the application master. Okay, I think this is completed. Okay, let's go and verify the output. Yes, tell me and the not this local. You open the file system. Exception occurred in the middle of the execution. If any, so if so, basically it will retry. So basically there is a concept called speculation execution. Okay, if any task is failing, so it will retry the task in the different node. Okay, so uh, if some of the task is failing on respective node, it will try to spawn the task into different node and it will run. That is one concept called speculation execution. So I think that was by default 2 try or 4 tries are there. You can modify based on your requirement as well. Is that your question or is there something different? Okay, fine. Okay, let's go to the data. Produce. So we did not provide how many reduced tasks, so it took the default one, and the result was there. Okay, and I also noticed one thing here, but I don't know the reason, but I'll try to find out the reason for. So we have okay. So what is our input? Um, so this is our input data, right? Which has only one block. Okay. Ideally, the map task is equivalent to your equivalent to the map task is equivalent to number of map task is equivalent to number of blocks for your input data, or equivalent to input split block almost same except the logical limit. So ideally there should have been only one map task run, but it ran two. Okay, I don't know the reason as of now. I will let you know. Okay, so I will just check and let you know. So if you look at our previous probably that history, I don't know whether it is there in the history. Yesterday for MapReduce program, we saw only one mapper was running. Okay, so so you have any question on this?
What is that output? This output file, if you want to automate, like if it is there, take backup and delete it.
Yeah, we can do. I'm not sure which we can do it in Python. Basically, in Java we can do. So we have a file system API. Okay.
Okay. I think Python also it has, right? It can delete.
Sorry.
I mean Python also it has this.
So basically means you have to install a separate package. So what I'm trying to say it, I will do it here. Let us open the MapReduce program here. Probably you can try with this. This package, but I have not tried with this. For the file operation, the SDFS file operation, we can try using this example. For Java programmers, it is easy. So basically, you need to create this file system object. So this one.
Okay.
So here in this we are actually there is a file system class. Okay, you create an object for this by passing the configuration. Mostly the okay. So when it disconnects, please use the same link on join. Uh, so basically what you need to provide is basically the name node, uh, the URL or URI, which is uh, the URL will be like this. Name node URL will be like HDFS / in our case localhost or based on your host name or IP address. And for port number, we are using 9000 for this installation. And then you, so if you pass this, and it will give you the file system object. So we can do the file system operations. Like you can check, you can pass a path, and if it exists, you can check, and you can go and delete. You can automate for is Java. So Java, you have an API to directly connect your HDFS and do file operations. As you mentioned, we can do backup. You can move to some other directory and then you can do, or you can delete whatever you can do. So in Python, because we don't have any the standard libraries, you have to go for either uh, like package like this one HDFS. I have not tried this. Maybe
Okay.
you have to try it like this.
Okay. Sure. Thank you.
And also, or you can try, there is a sub-process package in Python where you can run your Linux commands. So you call the sub-process package and send your the SDFS command to that, and that also one. Okay, so this is what we want to discuss on the Python MapReduce, how to run on the um, Python MapReduce on your MapReduce framework. Okay. So
And Pari, this
if you have
output
any question,
file,
sorry.
this output file name, do we have control to change it or it will be automatic?
It is automatic. We will not have any control to change it.
Okay.
So yeah, this will get created based on the framework it has.
So can we write combiner program in Python also?
Combiner, I think yes. Basically, if you look at so you actually pass your see what we are doing combiner, we passing the reducer code, right? So you have property hyphen combiner and provide the reducer class, right? And we can run the same example also. So if you see here, like we discussed yesterday also, we got for map output, we got from 4 lines, we generated 11 key value pairs words. And when it comes to reduce, you got 11 key value pairs, right? As a 11 words. So if you use combiner, the same program, if you use, it will become like 6 distinct key value pairs. Yes, you answer your question. Yes, we can actually do combiner also in Python. Even partition also can be done. So yeah.
And Pari, how come, how about unstructured data? Like if you have something log file or something which is very unstructured.
So everything, see, basically you need to write our code. See, whatever the MapReduce can give is, okay, so I will tell you one thing. Let's go to the Java one. Okay, so as a map task, right? When you write a MapReduce code, in the map task only your logic is going to be there. Okay, so it is actually giving you the key and value, right? How this key and value is supplied? Actually, the record reader is the one who supplies this key value pair. Now, based on your files and probably the file structure or whatever it may be, you have to go and modify your the record reader, right?
Okay.
Okay, that is one way. And or uh, so mostly the record reader one, there are possibility that you can use some other file formats which might give a different way of. This is a text input format. So each generally, if you take text in text file, what is the each line delimiter is the new line character is the delimiter. That based on that
Right.
only it will work. So if you have different delimiters of your lines, then you have to modify the record reader accordingly. And there is okay. One more thing is drivers.
Which one is normally used more? Is it MapReduce through Java or MapReduce through Python?
No, that is okay. So now, mostly it depends on the expertise level of people who have. So mostly it will be in Java only. Um,
Okay.
uh, yeah. So and also now actually people not using MapReduce. So
Oh, okay. So mainly now they are using Hive and Spark, right?
correct. Right. So this is the where we said our input the input format class is text input format, right? So if we have a different file format, you have to set accordingly. So if you go to
The JSON and all, everything I can do it, right? If I want to get a
JSON,
particular
no,
tag.
yeah, those things you have to write up code.
Yeah,
You
I
have
have to
to
write it.
write differently.
Okay.
Yeah.
Still, I have a requirement. I have two Excel sheet I want to compare. So I can do by MapReduce or it's a different Pandas program and all I have to do.
So sorry, what is that?
No, I have two Excel sheet.
Uh-huh.
So it will have rows of its own, right? So I have to compare these two rows.
Okay, so see, as in MapReduce, you don't have to read your Excel file. There is no libraries
Oh
available
no.
to read Excel file.
Okay,
Okay,
okay.
yeah. So basically, you can do join between two data set if it is in a text input format or other file formats. If with the
Oh, okay.
whichever the supported file format you have a data set, the join we can do, but not with the Excel.
Okay.
Okay, that's what. Okay, so we have only 1 minute. We'll disconnect this call and we'll connect back. I will discuss about that how the join operation we can perform in MapReduce, and yeah, and also other few concepts. Okay, let's connect to the new link. I'm closing this.